Hello, every single body, every individual body that exists. Welcome back to the podcast where the fries gets dipped. All right, I am one out of two hosts, Fry Guy, and I'm joined by the very phenomenal, the very elegant, the very world-renowned. All right, world-renowned. If you haven't heard of him, you're an idiot, and if you have heard of him, you're an idiot. All right. This is Dippy147. Dip, how are you doing? Great to hear it, man. Great to hear it. Is that water? It's not water. Okay.
No, that is in fact not water. You're right.
It's just not water, guys. We don't hydrate over here. We love
we drink sparkling water,
we
and
do drink sparkling water, dude.
we hate ourselves, and
We
we
do
want to
hate
die.
ourselves. We do want to die. In Minecraft, of course. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, maybe. No kizzy, possibly. I used to drink a lot of sparkling water, actually.
I
I
hate
tried to.
sparkling water.
It's such a weird. I feel like I tried to like it, but I feel like I just tolerate it at this point. Like I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think I like it. I just think I tolerate it.
I don't know.
And
I've had a very similar journey with sparkling water that I've had with like Dr. Pepper or like any of those like sodas, right? Because like
mhm,
Dr. Pepper is good, kind of, barely. I like it. I drink it. But as I get older, I like it less and less. And so now I'm at the point where I fucking hate sparkling water, and I also really fucking hate Dr. Pepper. Um, which is weird because I chug the shit out of other sodas.
uh-huh.
I've also had a very similar effect with Sprite, where
Sprite is literal acid. It tastes good, but it's acid.
yeah, no, I would drink it all the time. I used to love it. My parents used to love it too because it was like a soda that didn't have caffeine, so I could fucking chug it all day and never get like super juiced up, just
Hmm.
super jittery and like angry child. Um,
Yeah.
and now I just don't like it as much. Um, I just don't. I just think it's kind of mid. Like
They
if
all
I
taste like
had to, I would
Coca-Cola.
still drink it, but I just don't. It shit doesn't have the same effect, you know.
It's kind of hard to really understand whether like corporate companies like secretly change the recipe on the fly or if you just get older. And I kind of think about like which one is it? Is it that I got older and I stopped liking it and my tastes adjusted, or is it just because they kind of changed? They probably changed the formula or whatever, or it's just been different. 'Cause, I mean, from what I know, soda used to be banging back then, dude. Back
Hmm.
when they were putting cane sugar in that bitch, that shit used to slap
Back
donkey
when they
dick,
were
dog.
putting cocaine and coke, banger, dude, bang
Yeah,
'em.
dude, people were going crazy, dog. Dude, do you know about that whole like new Coke fiasco from back then?
No, I
Dude, so
don't.
like, the CEO of Coke decided to like renew the flavor or whatever, and he stuck by it, which was the funny thing. He doubled down and he stuck by it until he died. But there was such an outrage, dog. There was such an outrage. And like it was so crazy that there was a whole fan club dedicated to like anti New Coke. People were like absolutely devastated. People just they were genuinely mad. And
Well,
there was
like
that there, go ahead, what were you gonna say?
Coca-Cola is like one of those. What's this? It's the one soda brand, or I say brand. It's one of the soda products that like has a hold on every other fucking drink on
Yeah.
even water,
Yeah.
which is kind of concerning.
No,
Um,
no, I could definitely, like, my parents drink, like, soda
and I
more
wonder
than
if
water.
like because of shit like that, shit like that might be the reason that any of the other soda products are even fucking in are are in stock and being bought. And it's not just Coke.
Yeah. Um, because, I mean, their biggest competitors, like, Pepsi. But even then, that's,
Yeah, I'm
like,
drinking Pepsi right now.
sick, let's go. I actually prefer Pepsi over Coke. I don't like Coke,
Same.
which is the funny thing. I don't like
I
Coke.
like Coke. I'm willing to drink Coke, but If it came down to it, I would choose Pepsi.
I don't think Coke tastes bad. I just haven't had it in years because I've been scarred for life by my teacher. I think I've already told you the story, have I? But for those who didn't know, back when I was in seventh grade, I was young fry, a small fry still, small fry. Um,
He was an unfried fry.
yeah, I was just a potato at that point, dog. But I told my no, my teacher, one of my teachers told me a story about how she used to work at a place where she'd clean dead bodies, and there were times where like she would, be scrubbing and using bleach and whatever, and the blood just wouldn't get off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But she'd pour Coke on there, and it would clean it up like it was never there.
Mm.
And I know Coke
Yeah.
has like redone their recipe recently. I
Yeah, no,
think, and
it's got like some sort of the mix of like it's fizzy enough. It's got enough like sort of acidic components to like, or not acidic components, but like properties that make it do similar things to actual acid stuff.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, it could. There could be other. It could. There could be other sodas that do the same thing. I haven't done enough research. So it probably is wrong to hold Coke to that, or specifically Coke, because Pepsi could do the same thing. Dr. Pepper could do the same thing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
drinking those. But other since then, I've just been pretty
If
scarred
you
from
drink
Coke.
Coke, it will evaporate you.
It will clean the blood inside of your body. You'll
You
just be
will
this
become a
walking.
fucking meat sack.
Yeah, just this with Coke. You'll be like one of those gummies that have like quote unquote soda poured into it.
You'll just be a worm.
You'll just be a worm for real. Oh,
So
a soda
stupid.
worm, dog.
The soda worm, yeah, no, you piss Coke, you shit Coke, and you drink Coke.
Your life is Coke, dog. But yeah, Coke moment. There was a huge outrage for it, and I'm like, guys, this stuff kills you. And you're like being genuinely heartbroken that Coke.
I think it would be really funny if they went back to the cocaine days, because that's what got them popular.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like pour cocaine
It
back in
would
that
be
shit. Stir some drama, dude.
it
Let's
would be
get
really
fine, bro.
funny if like they continued, if they like just one out of every like million Coke cans just had like was completely infused with cocaine, and if you drank it, you would be going on like a fucking trip.
Dude, shit, no, they're not even gonna drink it, dog. People are gonna like open it, put it into like some random bottle, and like sell it on the black market for like 100 G's. Like I swear, that's what's gonna happen. The one in a million Coke that actually has cocaine in it is going to go on the black market, and or either that or they're just
They might like
yeah,
try and sample it and like put like very small amounts of it into like super small things.
yeah,
They're gonna start, like those fucking those tiny little packets that you put the communion chips in.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna start doing those, but for for the cocaine Coke fucking.
Imagine a freaking cult just gets the coke, the cocaine coke, and like uses that as its sacrificial liquid. It does make change, guys.
Imagine
It does make
actual
change.
churches start using Coke and they get super unlucky, and they end up getting the cocaine Coke and they all get dipped in the communion chips, and
That'd be so
the
funny.
entire church is like fucking going. By the end of the service, the entire church is like fucking throwing the chairs and yelling up and down.
For some reason, they were able to rip off the pillars on the building.
You have five guys fucking benching the pews.
For some reason, somebody suplexed the pastor off the stairs.
He gets thrown like a cartoon character out of the building, right through the stained glass.
Twas an unholy day.
Uh,
No, but yeah, super big outrage there. That was kind of crazy. Soda moment, absolute soda moment. It's funny how a lot of off-brand sodas. Soda is like a very lucrative market, I feel, but only for like the older ones. Because there's still like some second-rate.
You know, there's
B tier.
A&W root beer.
Yeah, yeah,
They're not just a soda.
really.
They have a restaurant. I'm pretty sure like it's a very borderline out of business, sort of like very regional restaurant, but
Ew,
they have one.
A&W.
Um,
It didn't sound like a terrible idea until you said it was borderline out of business.
oh
Now it just
yeah, no,
sounds like
I don't
sad.
think I've ever seen one in my in my entire life. A&W restaurant locations. Oh,
It's
okay,
like
well,
Long John Silver status.
yeah, locations list. Okay, I guess they have a lot more than I thought. Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Idaho,
Arizona.
Illinois,
Wow.
Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Okay, I guess I might actually be able in my lifetime to visit an A&W maybe.
It makes sense. It makes more sense to just make it like a exclusive, like a state exclusive. Like just close down all those restaurants and then put it in like one, or open like multiple restaurants within that one state. You'll get way more. You'll get way more business like that. But just have it
Just
strung out and like not even advertise it. That's just like
only in Wyoming.
yeah, like only in Wyoming.
It is
A and
only
W.
advertised to. It's advertised to the entire world and as many channels as you can get, but they're only in Wyoming.
Yeah. uh, dude, that's what would they
That'd be a
even?
genius marketing thing. Then it
It
would be
would
to
be.
just be fucking. Oh yeah, we're gonna have one in every state. Only one.
And then not even ever like that's dumb. That doesn't make any sense.
It's
No
like the
one's gonna know what it
fucking
is.
rainforest cafes.
Yeah, like ew. Like I've only seen that in a mall, dude. Like I don't think I've seen a standalone rainforest cafe, nor do I care.
Hmm.
What I heard, the rainforest cafe kind of sucked, anyways.
Yeah, I heard they're only good if you're a kid because Funny Jungle. Um, but otherwise they're probably just like shit food. Cause like why would it be good? It's fucking. It's like
I
this
hate
is.
I hate crap restaurants. Like I'm like that's obvious, but it's just like I really hate crap restaurants. It's like I don't want to spend a boatload of money on some food that's just absolute shit. Like how can you guys not make a burger properly? You know what I mean? Like it's meat, it's buns, and some other toppings, and it's just like how? How? I don't see how you can't. I get really mad when it comes to
It's like a Gilligan's that just brings the fish straight to you, uncooked, uncut. It's just a fucking live fish twitching around. Gilligan's does
what?
seafood, right? I'm not fucking crazy.
I don't even know what Gilligan's is, so I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure they're like a they're another restaurant chain, but I don't think they're super popular. I think they're also pretty regional, but yeah. Restaurant chains are interesting. Like, whenever you think of a restaurant chain, it's usually like fucking fast food shit like McDonald's and
Hmm.
Burger King and all those ones, right? But
Yep.
they're like Olive Garden or Chili's, or fucking if you're insane and you are going to hell, Applebees. Um, the restaurants like that,
You are white.
you
Go
are
to
white,
Applebee's unironically,
and
consistently.
you're not just white as in like Caucasian. You're white as in porcelain. All right, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
a fucking bowl out of you.
you're a Roblox character, white dog. Like,
Sunscreen eater.
yeah, dude. FPS negative 100, bro. Like, there's no way. Like, Applebee's genuinely sucks. Like, we like to joke about how about Applebee's or how we love it, but no, Applebee's genuinely sucks, and I say that with the utmost sincerity. I do not want a sponsor. If I ever were to get a sponsor, I do not want one from Applebee's. I will never be in an Applebee's commercial. You will never see me just loving Applebee's. I will only go there due to out of two things: one, convenience, and two, I just am too. Well, I guess that's convenience too, but yeah, I would only go to
Not even
Applebee's.
convenience. If the only restaurant within like a 10-mile radius is fucking Applebee's. I am going out of my way to cross 10 miles to get better food. I'm sorry. Applebee's is like if the fucking world is ending and it's the only place with food left and you have to pillage it. That's the only situation where you're ever gonna go to Applebee's and get and like actually need food from it.
Shit, you probably survived by not pillaging it and starving, dog. Like, it's that bad.
Yeah, no,
It's that bad.
you'd like find the freezer and you'd like get some burgers and you'd like try and cook and eat it and you just get food poisoning and die anyway. It doesn't.
Been
You'd be
infused
better
with
off eating the
antifreeze.
rat in the kitchen than actually cooking the
Exactly,
burger.
dude. Exactly. Like, uh, the last time I went to Applebee's. Okay, the last time I went to Applebee's wasn't that bad because I had like an easy dish. It
Hmm.
was like some like rice shrimp bowl or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but that one was pretty easy. But there was one time I ordered the fish and chips, right?
Hmm.
And I was just feeling, some fish or
I'm
whatever.
pretty
It's
sure
just
you've
pretty
told
good.
this story before too on the podcast, where you got these fish and chips and they were undercooked and soggy and abysmal,
Yeah,
and you wanted
and
to blow up the buildings.
well, no, that was well. Here's the thing. It's not that they were undercooked; they were burnt and soggy.
Oh, I
It
thought they
was
were
like,
undercooked.
how are they burnt and soggy at the same time? Like that doesn't make any sense.
They
It was disgusting. It was this stupid store bought cod, 4 piece of like cod fillets, and it was just like this was $16. This was $16. This was I almost gave you a 20 schmackaroo for this dog. And this is what I get. I get these 4 pieces of disgusting, soggy thingies.
I get a medium. I get a, what is it? I get a well done steak.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, listen, folks, listen. Because I know. Life sucks for a lot of people, right? So, not a lot of things
I'll
can
be
just,
right back. My cat is fucking the pizza.
okay,
Continue with your
I'll
rant.
try to get their minds off of that with this rant. But, look, life sucks for a lot of people. And there's not a lot of things that could make them happy. So, you know, one of the things that do make people happy, or can at least, avert, or not avert, maybe subvert, if I'm using that word correctly, their depressing, cycle of work, tiny bit of fun, and more work is food, right? Some is a bit better than others, but, food is something that everybody participates in because that's how humans live. It's how everything lives. Um, and when you make this crap sludge, all right, of a dish to some people who are already unhappy with their lives, it's kind of irritating, all right? It's kind of frustrating. Nobody likes it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am 100% on the side of the food and service industry, food and service workers, food and service
All
employees,
right,
as
I'm
I
back.
was a
I'm back.
former
I'm back.
one.
I just neutered my cat. Anyways, what were we talking about again?
Who I was talking about why like food is it's important to make good food. But
Mm,
I'm completely on the side of the food industry workers. I haven't been one myself at one point, but I also believe that you should be good at what you do, and just because
okay.
uh,
Moving on from. Are we still talking about Applebee's? Moving on from Applebee's. I want to talk about. Let's just lay down the law and say that Hooters has never not been a stupid fucking restaurant. It's not even like they make bad food. They're just. It's a stupid restaurant. It's stupid and dumb, and it's a dumb idea.
I understood the appeal until I turned 12. Like, that's, after that it was just like, wow, hot women serving you mid food. Just get a
Yeah,
wife, bro.
no.
Like, just get a wife at that point. Get a
just
trad
go,
wife. Get a trad
just
wife, okay?
go, just go, and find someone you like and get married to them, and not go to Hooters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why do you need, like,
I'm gonna take my husband to Hooters. Are you crazy?
it's such
Are you
a,
insane?
it's such a, like, it's a very like old world viewpoint type of restaurant, if that makes sense for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
It very much thrived off of what society was like back then, but now it's just like it's kind of pointless. You know what I mean? Like, what is Hooters known for? Oh, it's known for the women, but it's like, what about the food? That's what I'm paying to see. I'm not paying to see
Yep. The
hot
only
women.
thing anyone ever talks about at Hooters is their wings. And if only if that is the problem. If the only food item, if there's only one food item that your customers are talking about and nothing else, then that's kind of a problem. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
nobody's out here being like Hooters has other food too. It's okay, I guess. And I don't really like fucking wings. I'm not gonna lie. So I ordered a burger and I don't have anything to say about the burger. I don't. It was okay. It was, in
Oh,
fact, a
see,
burger.
it's okay, no, burgers are so easy. If you can't make a simple burger, if you're a restaurant chain and you can't make a simple burger, shame on you. Okay, shame on you. That is a super simple thing. It's all the plain people are going to go for that. They're going to target that and chicken tenders. But those should be like borderline easy. Not even borderline. Those should just be the easiest things you can make. It's kind of hard to just screw up making a burger. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just
yeah, all you're doing is basically just like putting it on a fryer and frying it, and then and then taking it off the fryer and putting it in a bun, and that's that.
and that's the issue with restaurants. They don't try to like actually with at least with these types of restaurants where they don't actually care about like the quality of their food because they want to use something else as like their appeal. It's like no, just stop. Make good food and have the woman be a plus or whatever if that's what you wanted to do. But no, you decided to go, oh, woman plus, and then you know you can also eat the food that we make food
And
like
yeah,
what we make
and
food.
now nobody
Maybe I think
cares.
so.
Now
Yeah, it's like
nobody cares about the women. No,
yeah,
nobody.
nobody cares. Like bro, it's whatever. If I have a girlfriend, we're not gonna eat at Hooters because why?
Yeah, no.
The
There's
food
so
isn't
many. Most
amazing.
people who go to restaurants, um, are in fact like probably like I don't know. I feel like by doing that they're removing a lot of their customers.
Yeah, easily, easily.
Like, what if
And
I'm gay? Come on. You can't be shoving women in my face. There should and then that also begs the question: are they ever going to get to a point where they're running out of money and they have to actually make a femboy Hooters? Um,
that won't happen.
it probably won't. They'll probably go out of business by then. But
I don't think
um,
it's that they would refuse to do so. I think the outcry would be crazy.
that is also true. There's a
Like,
lot of
there's a lot of deranged people in the world,
yeah.
so it's
There's a,
like,
there's a lot of fucking homophobic people, especially since like the entire fucking at this rate the quote unquote core audience of Hooters is basically just people who are homophobic anyway and still have an old worldview. So
yeah, a lot of the older people still go there. Kind of, I don't really like. There may be some Gen Zers who go there just to go there or whatever, but I'm
yeah,
pretty
just to
sure,
get
like,
just to see what it's like, and they're like, wow, okay, yeah, this
yeah, huh,
kind of sucks.
this
It's kind
was
of stupid.
this was a restaurant of all time. But
This was in fact a restaurant, and that is all I have to say.
yeah, so they may go there once and never go there again. But I can see Hooters fading out of existence within the coming years. It's very, very easy because that's somewhere like Islands or something or Chili's, where they actually like care about their food or to some extent. I'm just gonna choose that over something that's like boobies. Look, guys, boobies. Ooh ah, whoa, whoa, go
Hooter
boobies.
Owl is Broobies, guys.
Look, guys,
Whoa.
like, look. It's kind of like porn memes where it's just like it's supposed to be funny because it's porn, but it's like that's not funny.
Hmm.
Like
It
you're
is quite,
incredible.
in fact, not
You're
funny.
just incredibly down bad right now. It's like that's like no, dude. I don't. Where's the punchline? It's like it's the same thing with these food stuff. It's like boobies are not funny, guys. I'm hungry. I want to eat food.
I do
Starving.
not want to eat boobs. I want to eat food.
Exactly. Exactly. So fix it. Corporate food, quote unquote food businesses, fix that because I don't want to. I don't want to eat terrible food. I want to eat mid
Oh,
food.
you want to eat mid food?
I don't want to eat mid food. I want to eat great food. I want to eat, properly made food.
I want to shove a ceiling fan up my ass. I also want to eat mid food. That other statement was kind of unrelated. Let's figure out a different topic.
Yeah, yeah, please. Um, if we were monetized at this point, this would be a great time for the ad break.
Yeah, this video is sponsored by sex toy company, unnamed sex toy company with an apple as their logo.
That's too easy.
This video is sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Don't you mean Apple? What's the
No,
difference?
that would be Adam Eve. That's the one with the apple.
But what about Apple?
There's Apple as in like the fucking tech company. I thought we
Yeah.
were still like relegating ourselves to sex toys. Wouldn't it be fucking crazy if Apple made sex toys? They probably do. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Tim Cook probably like has a special team make it for himself.
If they're petty, if they're stupid and dumb enough and hungry enough to make the fucking Apple Vision Pro, then I have no doubt in my mind that we could probably get an Apple dildo.
Mm, it'd be product red. If you know, you know.
Yeah, no, it'd be really funny.
Product red Apple dildo. That's crazy.
Imagine like seeing like the fucking ad for that being like play Angry Birds on your dildo.
It was
It
like one of
does
those.
everything your phone can,
It's
and
like
also everything your man can.
it's like one of those cinematics that they have of like a guy going on like a 4x4 in the snow, and then it's just for some reason he digs that up out of like the wreckage or whatever, and he finds that and he holds it up high, and then Apple's like achieve anything. Now
It's like a
starting.
fucking car commercial. It like tries to be super motivational and uplifting. It tries to grab you. It's a fucking dildo commercial. Nobody cares.
Now starting at $499.99.
Starting at dude, the Apple Vision Pro. Empo took down her video about it, but man, I'm still kind of the Apple Vision Pro is still kind of really funny
It is pretty stupid. It's like three
because
grand, isn't it?
yeah, no, it's like almost $4,000, right? And then it literally does everything that other VR headsets like the Oculus can do, but just nominally worse.
Yeah.
Um,
They're really
it
riding
just
off the fact that they're Apple.
like sure it might look better, I guess, but the fucking thing has 2 hours of charge. Um,
Wow.
but you know that like image of like the guy who's in the corner and he's got like the fucking VR headset plugged in.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, the thing about the Apple Vision Pro is that they take a 3D scan of your face and they display it on the actual thing, so it looks like your eyes are moving, but they're really not. And so one of the most morbid images I had of like just this headset plugged into the wall, and it's the guy in the corner, and the eyes are still moving, but he's just dead.
That's so weird. That'd be so weird, dude.
That'd be like a great scene in like a futuristic horror movie or some shit like that.
Somebody
It's like
do
some
that.
that's like some upgrade shit.
Yeah, like make a horror movie off of that, dude. That'd go crazy. Make an
People getting
animation or
stuck
something.
in VR, but they just don't want to leave.
Yeah, call it like Bound or something.
Bound. That'd be a great name for like an actual VR headset.
Yeah, the Bound.
Yeah,
Become bound today.
Bound and Co. And the
Apple.
fucking like it really means like bound to being stuck in VR or like, but their
Exactly.
like tagline is just like bound to be greater. Some stupid fucking
Bound to be
soulless
boundless. Bound to be
Instagram motivational quote.
bound to be unbound.
Fucking PNG stock image of the Joker. Um, Snapchat font.
Do you think there'd be
Crazy.
some? Do you think there'd be some like weird like chat rooms, like dark web type chat rooms in VR?
Yeah, there would be. There are. You
Dude,
ever
that'd be
seen VR chat? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I know what VR chat is. I just never really delved into the degeneracy of VR
There's
chat.
probably yeah, no, there's definitely like an iceberg, dude. Um, but yeah, no,
I'd
no,
be
that's
mad.
definitely a thing.
I'd be mad if I got murdered and
There's
everybody else
whole
had
ass
Oculuses
there's
on.
there's whole ass like cults in VR chat and shit. It's crazy. Someone should make an iceberg.
I feel like cults are funny.
They are really funny.
Like, I don't think I just take cults seriously.
Well, here's the
Like, I
thing
know
is
they're
that
like not great, but it's just like I don't know, movies and like TV shows are just really
yeah,
make
so
cults
here's
seem like
here's here's the thing that the problem is that what cults do is they basically rewire your brain by trying to do some inception shit where they like plant an idea or like they're basically just like manipulating you. That's
yo,
that's the big problem with a cult is like a lot of people don't know they're in it until they're like well into it.
yeah.
But I don't know how you would manage on a VR cult. Because like, or
They
like
probably they'd
just an
probably
internet cult in general is kind of like a weird concept to me. Because like, you know,
I
yeah,
can't.
no,
I
it's
don't.
weird.
I don't think I can control. I don't think I can call those true cults. Internet cults is just like
Yeah, no, unless like they can come to my house and kill me, I'm not convinced. I'm sorry.
yeah. Like it's just you're just it's just a Discord server. Like come on now.
It's just a Discord group chat with that's titled the boys fire emoji, ice face emoji,
Yeah, like literally like
eggplant emoji.
it's
It's not a cult. Come on,
yeah. Come
guys.
on. Like wow, let's band together and say something on the internet. Wow.
Let's band together and start worshiping some arbitrary god that never existed. Let's worship ceiling fans. God
No.
is a ceiling fan.
Cult of the fan.
God is a dishwasher.
The weather's
This
like
just
the
weird
wet and
ass
dry
cult that like
cycle.
worships appliances and shit.
Oh,
You should be grateful to be able to use a fridge.
you broke the plate, you heretic, you sinner. It's like dusk, but with like
How dare you
dishwasher.
unplug your oven? I don't know.
You're no real member. You have a self cleaning oven.
If you
Real
replace
ones
your
do it
appliances,
themselves.
you have to sacrifice the old appliances to the appliance god.
Their rituals are just like branding themselves by like turning on the stove and then
Dude,
putting
you
their
know
hands
those
on it.
videos of like the drying machines destroying themselves?
Yeah, it was like somebody tosses
That
like a
those are
brick
the
in it.
rituals. They just like they plug the dryer in, they throw a brick in there, and then they just let it destroy itself while shouting chants.
They leave the door open, and if it hits somebody and kills them, they're like, "It's the sacrifice. It was meant to
Yeah,
happen."
that's like an additional sacrifice, a plus one, if you will. It hits like two people at once, double whammy.
That's such a cartoon thing. Just the brick flies out and murks somebody.
Imagine like being in like a field, in like the desert, right? And you're driving back and you're tired and you just don't want to be there. You want to be home. It's unsafe. And you look in the desert, you see this weird orange tint. And so your dumbass brings out some comically large binoculars and and looks at it, and it's a bunch of people in like fucking deer skull masks and shit and like weird shaman outfits chanting and singing. And in the center is a burning on fire fucking drying machine that is destroying itself and vibrating aggressively.
You
And then it
just
fucking explodes, and the brick inside goes straight through one of their, like one of the members' heads, and it fucking explodes, and they all just like chant and shout like monkeys. Yeah!
yeah, that's such a Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Jordan Peele, hit me up. I got a great pitch for you.
What would he call it? What would he call it? Dish.
He's known for like the super short titles like Us, Nope.
Us? No.
What's his other one? I don't know. He's got another one. Yeah, Dish might work.
Dish or cycle? Cycle, dude. Call it
Cycle.
cycle. Yeah,
Yeah,
call it
the fucking
cycle.
cover is like an image of a dryer with like a person in it. Okay, now we're like actually making a good movie. What the hell?
Yeah.
New topic. We need a new one, guys. Come on.
It's like a bloody dryer. Like there's
Yeah,
just
it's
blood
there's like
pouring out of
blood
it.
in it, and you can like see the handprint and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a deer skull on the top of it.
Dude, imagine like walking in like seeing this fucking. Imagine seeing this in the theater.
Dude, that'd be dope. Multi-million dollar idea. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
W
crazy,
movie makers,
crazy.
bro. W movie makers.
Yeah, I've got like a lot of directors in like my top list. Like Jordan Peele, fucking. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan whore.
Mm,
Um, I understand that like a lot of that is just me being a boy, but a
yeah.
lot of people really hate the ending to Interstellar. I don't understand why. I think it's good. It's not logical. It makes no goddamn sense, but it does a good. I actually thought it tied the story together really well, really emotionally.
It's a space one, right?
Yeah, it's the space one. And the ending is like one of those endings that it's basically a metaphor. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not logical or scientific, but it works well with the rest of the movie. At least I thought, anyway. Um, I like
Interesting.
Tarantino. Tarantino's the guy who did Pulp Fiction and
Hmm.
fucking Django Unchained and all those.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah,
Space.
no.
Space is pretty cool, honestly. Space is
Space
pretty
is
nice.
really cool, but the problem is space movies suck because it's really hard to make a space. It's really hard to get a human character in space and showcase the beauty of space while making the movie not fucking boring. Um,
True. True.
and that's also a lot of people's gripes with Interstellar is that it's kind of dull. Um, I remember a lot of people really hating that Martian movie with I think Matt Damon because it was apparently really boring. Uh,
There's a Martian movie? Man, I must have forgot. It's been so.
I'm pretty sure it's literally called The Martian. Um,
Yeah, I remember that.
I haven't seen
Yeesh,
it.
dude. Hmm. Me neither, dog.
Yeah, no, I'm a big movie guy. Although I haven't seen a lot of movies that I do really need to see.
I saw
Like,
Gravity at one point. I remember like
I don't
being.
think I've ever seen
I remember
Gravity.
being terrified when I saw the commercial. When I was like young. 'Cause Gravity's old.
I've never seen Fight Club. I've never seen the original Alien movie.
I have
Um,
not seen that. I've seen a little bit of Fight Club. I don't remember too much of it.
I've heard it's very very good. It's definitely like one of those must see movies, even if
Mm,
you aren't gonna enjoy it.
mm,
And then Alien is just like a everyone knows what Alien is.
yeah. At least have knowledge of what Alien is. I've not seen the movie though.
In
They had a
space,
they had a game.
penises can what?
They had an Alien game come out I think last
They
year,
have a
did they?
bunch of Alien games. Yeah, no, they had the one I forget what it is, but like you're in the ship with the alien, and you have to fucking hide from it, and like, oh shit, what is it called? They have a couple of them, right?
Mm.
Alien game, Alien Isolation. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, maybe I should play it. I don't know.
Tis very interesting. I think Mark played it. Let me see.
He
Let me.
probably did. Knowing the nature of that kind of game, it's definitely a
Yeah,
Markiplier thing.
Markiplier moment. Alien
Yeah,
Isolation. Let me see.
Alien Isolation.
He's played.
You're stuck on the ship with a very very gay man.
Yeah.
Um, and you're
So yeah, he did it. He played it like in the beginning of his career, and then he revisited it 2 years ago.
uh huh.
So
Huh.
that's
Interesting. Interesting.
yeah. It does
Yeah.
seem very very cool, very quirky.
Yeah.
Well,
Some very cool stuff.
we didn't mention it last time, but I from Disney, Mickey Mouse's copyright is up.
Oh yeah.
He's no
God damn it.
longer.
Dude. Here's my question, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but isn't it completely entirely possible to renew a copyright?
Probably not, considering the fact
Because
that Disney would have done it by now.
Yeah, and I guess to be fair, Walt Disney is dead, so
Yeah.
so he can't do it himself, right?
Yeah.
But like Batman's gonna lose his copyright in a few years, along with most of the DC characters. I don't know if like Bill Finger and the other guy are alive, but wouldn't they be able to just like claim it? Like, wouldn't Warner Brothers just be able to claim Batman's character? Um, I don't know. I don't know how copyright works. At least not in that regard. But
Yeah.
it
I don't
is
think
really funny that like a lot of the old stuff that's cemented in pop culture is just gonna be completely free in like a decade or so.
there'd be just. That's true. This is like.
I also really hate how the first thing everyone does when something goes copyright free is to make a horror twist of it.
Yeah.
That already happened with Winnie the Pooh, and that movie fucking
That
sucked. And
movie
I
was
guarantee
trash.
you the Steamboat Willie horror movie is gonna suck as well.
Oh, dude, have you seen the trailer? It's so bad. It's so
I don't
bad.
wanna. I don't wanna.
They made a Mickey Mouse as a Mickey Mouse horror movie. It's so bad, dude. I am not gonna see it. It's obviously a cash grab, just like Winnie the Pooh was. But it'd be nice if
Mickey
somebody genuinely made a
Mouse.
actually decent like movie out of something.
Mickey's Mousetrap.
Yeah, that thing's dude. That
Alright.
thing sucks.
I'm looking.
It sucks.
I'm looking
Like, I'm not a
at
movie. I'm
the.
not a movie buff, and that thing is hot booty garbage, dog.
I'm looking at the images, right?
It's not good.
I don't know why, but the fucking it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's
The
like funny
mask is
bad.
kind of funny.
It's funny. It's hilarious, dude.
He looks like a silly little goofy guy. He looks like he has fun at parties.
Some guy in the middle of like fucking nowhere is in a party
I,
with a
I
Mickey
also
Mouse
like how
hat just
literally all
raising
of
the
the
roof.
lighting is like red.
Yeah, it's dumb.
They had to like a Zozita color to make it scary. They couldn't just
It would have been way more
scene.
interesting if they went the bendy route and like make it an entity instead of just making it some guy with a mask.
Yeah,
Like, whoa, six
yeah.
foot eight tall person with a mask with and a knife, so
It's
scary.
Shaquille O'Neal. Oh my God, he's turned on us.
Oh my gosh, it's Shaquille O'Neal. The real horror of it all.
A real horror of it all.
Right. So yeah, it'd be nice if people actually put some genuine effort into their stuff. FNAF movie. But we know we've had that.
Well, they did, to be fair, try to put effort into
They
it, but
okay.
I don't
They
think I don't
they
think that the
they put
writing was
they put a lot of effort into the shooting.
conductive enough.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into the shooting, into the quality of it, but there was not a lot of effort in
Their
the
camera
story.
work was really average, though. I guess I could complain about a lot of movies, even the ones that I like. Just have super static camera work.
Mhm.
They do not move. That's my big problem with directors, is that they just don't fucking move the camera at all. It is just there, and maybe if you get lucky, it will pan to something else on the
Yeah,
fucking on set, right?
yeah,
Nah, I want scenes where like you're running and the camera's like not shaking, not like a fucking Michael Bay Transformers movie, but like the camera is going with you, right?
yeah.
The Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has really good camera work, you know?
hmm
That shit's cool.
I guess it's really hard to just like, because I guess I'm an average movie enjoyer, average movie consumer, so I don't really see the stuff
Hmm.
you see. Just I'm not a movie buff, but
Yeah.
I do understand what you mean in some cases, like Michael Bay Transformers.
Dude,
Dude's
literally,
getting nuked, and
you
it's
know,
just like,
there is like a line though, like you can move the camera, but if you're gonna move the camera, you can't shake the camera.
yeah,
Um,
like a school
I
fight
want to
at that
be able
point.
to. That was my big problem with a lot of like action movies and stuff. Is that like they would have otherwise good choreography, but they shake the camera so much you can't fucking tell what's happening. Uh, and
Mm.
so it's just like, you know, it's wild.
Yeah, it's a school
Hold on,
fight.
give me a second. Sorry.
You're
Anyways,
good. Be Good director. Okay, don't be a.
Be
Is Michael
be
Bay a good
be a
director? I don't
creative
know.
director.
Is Michael Bay good?
He's got a lot of movies. I really only gave a shit about his Transformers movies because they suck. Let me go look at his movies. He's probably seen a lot of stuff that I've done or seen. Michael Bay movies. All right, Armageddon. That movie was kind of cheesy and mid. Six Underground. I did see that. That one was eh. Um, Teenage Mutant. The 2014 Teenage Mutant Turtles.
I had fun watching that movie when I saw it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's apparently credited in The Quiet Place.
Hmm.
Did he direct it?
Quiet
No way
Place
he
was.
directed this movie.
Is it too good?
It is too good. It's so good compared to all of his other movies.
Yeah, Quiet Place was interesting.
He is credited for The Purge.
I gotta
Um,
watch that.
I think he might have actually no. James DeMonico directed The Purge, and um, John Krasinski directed A Quiet Place. So no, he didn't. He in
Uh,
fact did not.
Darn it, Michael
He's
Bay.
credited on
Failed
it
us
for
all.
Google, but he is in fact not the director.
Google is only 75% right.
Google sucks. I hate Google.
Google does suck.
Google used to be like I hate how they just like only link you articles now.
Yeah,
Whenever you ask for like a general question.
yeah.
Um, Although I think I would much rather like search something on Google if I had to than search it on YouTube. YouTube search results fucking suck. I saw like a graph on Reddit one time of um like YouTube search results just like being completely fucked.
Yeah,
Where
it's
like
stupid.
80% of the things that you are given when you search for something on YouTube is just recommended stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't actually get anything you search for.
Yeah,
And
because,
that is really fucking annoying because I want I want what I searched for.
for example, you could look up Markiplier, and the first thing you'll get is Markiplier's channel. You'll get his recent videos, and then you might get some like videos he's made like the prior or in the previous months. But if you look up, Markiplier noodle clip, you'll just get recommended random Markiplier videos.
You know, Markiplier, Markiplier, latest from Markiplier, 2006 Milford marching band performance.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that this is here because Markiplier is in it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's
Um,
I think I told you, but there's like a college like commercial I think with Markiplier in it.
yeah, that is Markiplier in the thumbnail. Okay, well I guess that is technically related. And then after another video, you get shorts. It recommends you shorts, and some of them are related to Markiplier, and others are not.
You could look up like racing games or like scary games, and you'll get to a point where you're just getting recommended like turkey cooking
And then
tutorials.
I scroll down past the second shorts thing, and I get more recommended stuff. Never get plastic surgery from TikTok. How to kill your premise under 2 minutes. And then I'm now at people also watched, and it's just more like actually recommended videos.
That's not what I was looking for, dude. That's stupid. You could
Yeah.
even look up a video like word for word, and like instead of saying like, "Oh, this video doesn't exist" or whatever, which I guess kind of makes sense, they'll just give you like something completely random.
Yeah. No, it's wild. YouTube sucks.
YouTube does suck on that.
They've been making videos slower for people with ad block, and they've been they're dumb. They're dumb. I do understand that like ad block is a really big problem on YouTube, but it's just genuinely easier than paying for premium. Um,
Yeah,
I don't have YouTube Premium. I'm an ad blocker. I'm sorry.
I am neither actually. I just kind of take it, I guess.
You deal with the ads.
Yeah, I deal with the ads, or I'll just click off and then click on until like it comes back. But if that's kind of like the loophole I use. Like I'll just click off the video, click back on it, and it'll work. But if they like patch that, then I'd probably be an ad blocker. There's no way I'm sitting through ads like that.
Yeah, you can just like refresh the page.
Yeah, like there's no way. Like I can at least work around it, but if they patch that up, then I'm just going to. Ad
You
block.
know, they've literally like been detecting whether or not people have ad block extensions,
Hmm.
and if they do, they won't like they used to do it. They stopped. They will literally just lag a video. Um,
That's crazy, dude.
they will lag a video, and then they will take up more time, fucking up your like. They will take up more time, more RAM, more memory. I think from your computer, um, than than they will fucking then they yeah no it's crazy.
That's crazy. Screw you, YouTube. Screw you for that. That's dumb.
Man, I gotta listen to music on YouTube, alright? Nobody wants to listen to music with the amount of ads that YouTube has, alright? That's why I did Spotify Premium, or Spotify, was because of the ads. If I had the choice, I would get Spotify Premium, but I don't have,
Mhm.
I can't, I can't, I just don't have the money for it.
I have, um, in for lack of a better word, I have an altered Spotify Premium. For legal reasons, I'm joking. I just want people to know that for legal reasons. All right, I'm joking. Don't get on my case. But I have an altered Spotify Premium.
I love this new comedian, man. Rigged Spotify Premium. Oh my
Yeah,
god, he's amazing. He's
I know.
amazing. How do you
So
get it? How do you get it?
I'll tell you after the pod. All right, I'm not trying to catch any legal cases.
Fuck.
I swear, somebody will like dig this. This will like get digged up like 7 years, and they'll like track
You'll
me
get
down.
sued by Spotify,
Yeah,
and
Spotify.
you're like well into your 40s or some shit.
Big
You get a
YouTuber
knock on
Fry
your door
Guys.
from this. I'm imagining like you get a knock on your door from like a comically short person with like a black suit and a green tie, and he looks up at you and he's like, 20 years ago, you stated in the Dipping Fries episode 9 that you were. This is episode 9, right? That you
Yeah.
were, in fact, a user of cracked Spotify Premium.
A joke, sir. It was a joke. I said I was joking, and I'm going to reiterate once again for legal reasons. This is a joke. I don't mean what I'm saying. We're joking, guys. We're laughing. We're comedians. This is all
Can you
entertainment.
prove that it was a joke? I don't know why I'm making this guy Professor Pig.
Yeah, I'm not. He's short. Remember, he's short. Like, excuse me, but you've missed. You have an altered Spotify Premium account from 20 years ago. I'll just close my door.
No,
I feel like those people don't
slams
understand.
door.
I feel like people don't understand that. Just close your door. Like, you don't have to talk to somebody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no. If I ever, if I ever like, I've gotten knocks on like from Jehovah Witnesses and shit. Um, and I like it's best to be polite to people.
I
But a
don't
lot of
care. I'd
times
say no and close the
I just
door.
close the door. Just fucking like give them like an eyebrow raise and then close the door.
The rock eyebrow raise and just
Yeah, no, just
slams
give
the
them
door.
like a split second of intrigue before.
You don't say. Closes the door.
Oh, really? Yeah, I want to be saved by God.
No, dude, I swear this one time, this was actually recent. I think it was like a week and a half ago. But I was just chilling and
Hmm.
I was eating cereal, watching a regular show, and they knocked at my door. And I paused it and I walked out. I can't tell if they're Jehovah's Witness, but it was just like two men in suits. They were parked like right in front of our door. And dude, I'm telling you, they were outside for like they stood at my doorstep for like 20 minutes and I didn't answer. But they were standing.
Jehovah's Witnesses are skinwalkers. That's my theory. That's my theory.
Like they were
They
talking to
will
me.
wait outside your house for days. It's like fucking Skinamarink. Your doors and windows disappear and you're stuck there.
Yeah, like they were sitting there, they were standing there, and then I just like walked away and I just kind of sat down. I was just like I'm like, if this takes like 30 minutes, I'm just gonna turn the TV back on and I'm just gonna continue watching and I'm just not gonna care. Um, but they like were talking to each other like while they were at my door, and then they walked.
Hmm.
Well, they obviously didn't answer, so then they walked back to their car. But then they started talking like in front of their car for a little bit, And then they got inside their car, and then they talked to like inside their car for like another 10 minutes, and then they finally drove off. And I was just like,
They're
"Jeez."
recording their own podcast, man.
I'm like, "Nah, guys, just like, I don't know, take the hint, bro. Like, if it's been 5 minutes and nobody's answered the door, like, regardless of whether you hear somebody there or not, I don't have to open the door. Like, whether it's
You
rude
know
or
what you
not,
could
I'm
do? You
not
could like take
pressured."
your shirt off and like start scratching yourself so you look like you're a fucking meth addict and like get a gun or like some fake shit. Open the door and be like, "Who are you? Are
But
you ops? Are you the feds?"
they're gonna be more intrigued to ask, anyways. If you really think about it, they're gonna be more intrigued to ask,
Yeah,
or like
they're
try to
gonna
get
think
in.
that you're like some. They're gonna think that like, oh yeah, this guy
This
needs
brother,
quote unquote
yeah,
saving from
yeah,
us.
yeah. This brother needs it, and it's just like, nah. It's like I can go take a dump like right now. Like that's how I'm gonna go. Like I'm gonna go take a dump, dude. Like go away. Like like at the end of the
Shit
day,
in a bucket. Open the door. Put the bucket in front of them, and then close the door.
or I could just like you know put on my earphones and watch a video, and like you guys can ring the doorbell all you want. It's like I can watch a 30-minute video. By the time that's done, you're gone. So it's like I don't know. Take
You
a
open the door, you put headphones on, and then you just do something else
exactly like
while they
literally.
attempt to talk to you. You're just standing in the doorway, like playing fucking Tetris on your phone.
There have been times where like people would ring the doorbell, or like I would kind of go see like who's outside, and then I just go back and like put my headphones on and watch like a video on my PC. It's just like
I usually open the door to salespeople because I don't know like how many of them like are gonna come to my house because like we need something fixed. Like it could be the internet folks, right? You know, or like they
yeah.
might need to replace our modem or some crazy shit like that, right?
Mm.
But if they're not, and I know they're not, and it's just some fucking like, it's just some like backwood like exterminator company, or
Yeah.
you know, they look like they're Jehovah Witnesses. I will just do the exact same shit that they do. I will just put my eye in the peephole and stare at them until they start walking away. I do that with the DoorDash drivers too. What I'll do is I'll turn the light on so that they can walk up and they can see it. And as soon as they put the food down, I'll turn the light off. It's like, it's time to go now. Don't take that photo, just go.
Just walking away, that you just hear the door like quickly open, then you snag the food and then slam it shut.
Yeah, it's like a fucking. You just see a very long hand extend to grab the
Just
food with its fingers and then
he
pull it
slowly
back.
just extends his hand out and then quickly snatches
It's
it.
like the janitor from Little Nightmares.
Didn't even have a chance to take the picture, dog. Nah, because like it's like when the mailman comes and like you hear them coming and then you hear them coming already. So then you go to the door and then as soon as they drop it off, you open the door and then they're just like surprised.
As they're walking away, like I open the door and then I just close it again.
And you just
You're like,
open
what the
it.
hell?
You just open it. You're just like, huh? And you don't even like take it in. You just close the door.
They'd be so confused.
I
They'd probably
know.
walk up and be like, "Didn't you order this?"
It'd be the funniest thing ever, though.
It's like somebody who's never ordered food in their life.
I ordered food, not a bag.
There's food in the bag.
Oh, dude. I got a great last topic. Great last topic.
Mm.
And it's related to DoorDash, but just DoorDash, food delivery apps in general. What is
Mm-hmm.
your complete stance on tipping?
What's the standard tip? Isn't it like 16%, something like that?
It's like 15, I think. 15, 20.
15, 16. Tip normally, but like, okay, here's the thing. If you don't tip, then the person there is probably going to think that you genuinely just don't have the money to tip. Now, a lot of people would argue that if you're ordering food, then you should tip anyway. And I think that's a very good sentiment to live by. But if you actually want to not tip, like if you've got bad service and you don't want to tip, instead of not, and this is a J Schlatt thing, instead of not tipping, you tip them 5 cents. Tip them a fucking nickel.
Bro tips them a nickel. That's crazy. It'd be funny if they knew who he was too. They'd be so heated.
What percentage of a tip is nickel or a nickel?
Well, it depends on the food, honestly, but it's down there. It's down there.
Yeah, it's like a fucking 1%.
Well,
I don't know the percentage numbers for tipping.
here's
I think that you should tip, but if you want to not tip, then just tip absurdly low. Give them a penny, right?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't tip. Here's why. Um, one, I just don't have money to spend like that. But two, I don't like the idea of tipping before the food gets here because then
Mhm.
you don't know how good the service is gonna be. If they
Yeah,
say it's
like what
gonna
if
be
they just
here,
dead ass get your order wrong? You can't retract the tip like
yeah.
that.
What if something's
Yeah.
missing? What if you put something like in the little instructions, say, hey, you
And
make
plus,
sure to
there's
get
a
this.
delivery fee anyway, right? And so,
Yeah,
while no, a delivery fee is not a tip, and if you want to be generous, you can tip. Um, DoorDash is not probably not going to get you a whole lot of tips, but like if you're
yeah.
an actual restaurant,
Oh yeah,
you should
restaurants
probably
definitely.
tip.
Yeah. Oh, I easily definitely I'll tip at restaurants, but
And I know
like,
that they probably do less work, but it's the more convenient thing to do.
yeah.
At least for you,
But at
and
least they're
you still get the moral licensing out of it. You still feel like a good person afterwards. Okay.
yeah. Waiters are hustling too though. Like waiters and waitresses are like they're
Yeah.
hustling right there. So like they definitely deserve the tip. But like DoorDash people, they're just incredibly entitled, and I feel like a lot of them use that as like their
Yeah,
main source of
there's a
income.
lot of them that genuinely are nice, and then there's a lot of them that my mom works at she works in well, she doesn't work at DoorDash, but she works at a dispatching company
Hmm.
for DoorDash, right?
Hmm.
And so she gets all kinds of information about like how DoorDash drivers behave. Restaurants hate DoorDash drivers. They hate them. They fucking hate them because they're basically like a delivery service. They always make super big orders, and restaurants don't sign up for DoorDash.
Yeah.
The drivers will just go there, make a fucking big ass order, and then take it and drive away. And so they're always like super. They are a lot of times just really rude to the people at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then even worse, I've seen DoorDash drivers who were just rude to the people who were ordering. Like one time, there's been a lot of times where drivers would just take off with food. There was one
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
my mom
Eat
was
it.
really mad because the fucking driver uh like was like messaging the customer mean shit and then continued to harass them um and even after like they had tried to block their number and shit, even
Hmm.
after they had closed the order.
Hmm.
um So yeah, no, it's wild. There's a
That's
lot of shitty DoorDash drivers out there. There's a
yeah.
couple that are nice.
Yeah, there are. There are. Have you seen those like posts on like social media where like people like eat the food and then like leave like a little sticky note in there and be like, "Oh, you should have left a tip or something," and it's like
What if
that.
I did tip?
No, but like that's just so infuriating. Why are you so entitled to a tip to where you're going to eat somebody's food and then say you should have tipped because of it? Like that is just that's where you're using that as your main income, and if you're doing that, then you
I would
shouldn't.
like get a bunch of fucking I would like get a green screen and like try and make it super convincing, where it just looks like I'm sitting in a pile of money, and then just send them that image over text.
But like I no, like I would genuinely be pissed off though. You know what I mean? Like you're hungry,
Hmm.
you ordered your food or whatever, and it's like I said, like I don't like the whole tipping before the service thing because there's been times where I've gotten food that's like 20 even 40 minutes late at sometimes, which is why I continue to not
Yeah.
tip because it's like food's late, food's cold or whatever, and it's just like well you know, I pay a ton of money for the food anyways. I'm already paying like almost double what I would pay for it if I just went up there. So
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of hard for me to just want to tip
Hmm.
and like, whenever I can, I mean, I don't mind, but like it's pretty annoying that people are like crazy entitled when it comes to those tipping and it's like, dude, it's if you're crazy entitled about tips, then you're using DoorDash as your only income. And if that's the case, then no, don't do that because that's
You should
incredibly.
probably just get another job. If you're like entitled and you're driving DoorDash, there's
There's
probably like a better job that fits your personality more.
not only that, you're getting paid like you're not even getting paid
You're
that
not
much.
getting paid that
You're not
much, you
getting
know,
paid that.
man.
Yeah, and it's like why are you going to use the fact that you're not getting paid that much as an entitlement for your tip when you could just get
Dude, people
a
at
job?
restaurants get paid less than you, right?
You know, like, it's just it's so.
Fast food workers make the same wage you do, if not less, depending on the season.
It's, at least it's stable at this fast food job. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah. At
actually
least
stable.
like nobody's gonna tip the fucking cashier. They make the same. They make the they their income is entirely like based on what season it is,
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
how and how the rest of the economy is looking.
Yeah, pretty much. The one type of person I will tip when it comes to DoorDash though are the walkers.
Women. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, no, no. No, there was somebody who, in my last order, they DoorDashed a Taco Bell. I ordered Taco Bell, and they walked from the Taco Bell.
Hey, to the very few amount of people who are listening to the podcast and have made it this far, what you're listening to on my audio is, in fact, not part of what I said, because at this point my mic had just completely cut out. Now, I'm not entirely sure why this happened. I don't want to give a long-winded explanation, but essentially, the podcast has gone for about an hour and 6 minutes now, and it's time to end it. So, yeah. Um, Sorry for the lack of proper outro.